development where Denmark will send a C-130 Hercules military plane to airdrop 2 shipments of emergency aid to Gaza before August the 22nd. Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen announced this operation takes advantage of temporary airspace access granted by Israel, allowing limited aid delivery. Rasmussen cautioned that airdrops are a last resort and not a substitute for full humanitarian access, noting that previous airdrops have been minimal compared to the daily truckloads required to meet Gaza's needs. The details of the aid contents remain unspecified, and the success of the mission depends on certain conditions being met. This move comes amid rising international concern over hunger in Gaza, where the UN reported dozens of children have died from malnutrition since July. Adrian, I wanted to next get on to the international pressure that's been building on Israel, of course, because of the humanitarian situation that's going on there. What are the advantages and also, of course, some of the disadvantages of these airdrops, and your analysis on the international pressure that has been building around Israel's actions in the Gaza Strip?
Well, great question, Thomas. The international pressure, we saw this international pressure before October 7th, where Gaza was referred to as an open-air prison. That there is claims about, all sorts of claims about human rights abuses and this stuff. So it's been out there in the ether. It just needed a cataclysmic event, which is October 7th. About a month later, Israel starts their operations, and then it's the longer any type of campaign goes on, a military campaign, as we've seen, public opinion is going to turn against it. And that's what Israel has been dealing with since the beginning of the war. And they should have really recognized this early on, that this needs to come to some type of quick conclusion, because the longer it drags on, you're going to have the entire world turning against you. So that was, that's been one of the main issues. It's been kind of what you call mission creep in military terms, and not being able to finish the job, which is eliminate Hamas and get the hostages back. And then with the airdrops, I understand that. I understand why they have to do it. It's because, as I said before, aid has been weaponized. There's a dispute about who can deliver it. And we see these same disputes in Afghanistan. The United States is sending millions, billions of dollars to the Taliban, expecting them to distribute it in a fair and equitable manner. This is the same type of situation that we're dealing with in the Gaza Strip. Is that when the aid comes in, it doesn't go to the people in need. And we, in the West, need to get our head around the way Hamas operates, and that, the civilians, in many cases, work to their advantage when they, are in misery. And they toil in misery, Hamas. We have to look at their history, and they did. I mean, looking back to what they did when the takeover of Gaza Strip, they ran the Palestinian Authority out of there. It was a civil war. So they're a maximalist group which wants nothing but control and takes orders directly from the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Yes, Adrian, thank you very much.